Hello, it's been a while since I did one of these, but welcome to another historic watch-along. Today, it is 25 years to the day, as you can see on screen, since WCW Bash at the Beach 1998. So we're going to watch it together. Now, I'm not going to be showing the show here, as is usual if you've seen one of these before, because copyright law is a thing. So you need to fire up your own copy of the WWE Network or Peacock or your WCW Bash at the Beach VHS, although there's probably been some editing done on the network, so it's probably not quite the same. But yeah, you need to find your own way to watch this and get to this point, basically. So pause my video, go fire up your network, or whatever you decide to use. Pause it at the very start at 000000, and then unpause this video, and we will count down together and click play together and watch the show together while I give my thoughts. It's a lot of fun, and these are actually by far my most successful videos on this channel, so I must be doing something right. So, I will try and click... I'm watching this on my PlayStation today, so I'll try and click the X button as close to the microphone as possible so it picks it up. But what I also do is leave about 5 seconds in, just so you can see exactly, like, the timing to be synchronized with. So, last chance to pause the video, because I'm about to start the countdown and get this watch-along underway. Alright, you've had all your chances you're going to get, so I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, then click. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Hope you heard that, but if not, here's the first few seconds. And there it goes. Lovely stuff. Right, now, apparently this is the Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone show, because I was thinking as I set up for this watch-along, this ain't Bash at the Beach 96, and this ain't Bash at the Beach 2000, and they're the two really notorious ones in my mind. But yeah, there you go, as it shows on screen right now. It's, this is quite the weird video package. But, Rodzilla. Yeah, so maybe I do remember bits about this show, but not... I don't remember a great deal, to be honest. Like, some of these watch-alongs I come into kind of knowing what I'm about to watch and looking forward to it or dreading it from that perspective. This, I remember that this match happened, but I don't remember the match. I don't particularly remember the show around it either. So, we're going to... yeah, we're going to re-experience this together. And I was watching WCW in this era. I was a WCW kid, but some stuff just falls out your head. And they're in San Diego. I wonder if that's real sand and real sandcastles, or if they're like props. They're like plastic or whatever props. I don't know why that in particular caught my attention, but it did. So what I've done sometimes on these watch-alongs, because we're running a bit of an honor system here where you kind of have to just believe me on this, but because I don't remember this show, I don't remember its results. So I'm going to do predictions throughout this video if I can remember, and see how much of 1998 WCW I can correctly predict. Look at them shirts. If you will. You used to like to start the shows with this. It's an interesting thing looking back now that they start with commentary chatting. So they play the music and they play the pyro, they set off the pyro and they get the crowd all hyped. And then they do nothing for the live crowd for several minutes. Whereas obviously nowadays, the general pattern with a PLE or a PPV, depending on what show you're watching, is to start things off with a big and exciting match, and B, a big pop for the music hitting, like someone really popular. It was a different time back then, quite like these cards generally built from the lesser cared about matches to the more cared about matches. Nowadays, it tends to kick off with a bang, but certainly just kicking the show off and then making the crowd sit there while the commentators talk to the audience at home. Certainly a strange decision. Right, we're going to actually go to something happening. Oh no, we're starting off with an interview. Or is it even going to be an interview, or is it just me and Gene chatting? WCW. Oh, nWo Hollywood. We've had the split now. Cool. So was that Goldberg against Kurt Hennig? I don't remember that being a world title match in WCW on pay-per-view, if I heard that right. I wasn't like fully listening, to be honest. I was talking, obviously. I love how they've censored out the phone number no longer active, but not censored out the Canadian one. So does that mean the Canadian one's still active? Or does it just mean WWE don't care about Canada at all? Okay, here we go. Get the show on the road. Saturn. That's Saturn's siren, right? Ravens rules. The Saturn still got hair, though. Because that was really disconcerting for me. Oh, in the video package, he's not. Oh, he's not got hair. Good. Yeah, so the last time we watched the WCW show together, Saturn had a full head of hair, and it's really, really strange. I don't like it at all. So I'm glad we've got the normal bald Saturn now. I say bald, he's obviously not gone bald in that sort of few month span, but, you know, shaved to the, near enough to the bone. He's still got a little bit of hair, actually. He's got it, like, shaved to the bone on the back and sides, and then on top it's, like, maybe a number 1, or maybe just a no guard. It's pretty short, but there's definitely hair there. So we've, unfortunately, in the break we took, we've missed the entire Flock fallout. This, I seem to remember this being fun, the Raven Saturn issues. This could be an absolute banger, you know? Big Raven fan, admittedly mainly for gimmick stuff, and whatnot. But, you know, absolutely no slouch in the ring. And Saturn was always, in my opinion, pretty underrated in ring. And we're kicking this one off hot. So it's no DQ, but Raven's Flock members are just going to stand there and watch him get beaten up by Saturn when they can legally just attack Saturn here. Wrestling logic. So this is kind of subscribing to both philosophies that we were talking about earlier. The philosophy of starting off with a lower card match that, you know, people aren't buying the show specifically for, buying tickets to the arena specifically for. Oh my god, that kid in the nWo shirt just got, like, yeeted. So yeah, the subscribing to that, but they're also kind of kicking off with a potential banger here, like a modern day WWE or AEW show. So, a little bit column A, a little bit column B. The only thing they didn't really kick off with was like a big crowd pop for music hitting. Like quite often, you'll in a modern day show, you'll get like a Lesnar music hit to start the show, or a Seth Rollins. Oh, okay. Or, you know, someone. I'm trying to think who else would be good picks. Sami Zayn would be a good pick for that sort of thing, where as soon as the music hits, everyone goes, yeah, you know, kind of high octane from the off. Okay, Raven just tapped. I'm pretty sure Raven just comprehensively tapped there. Do you reckon wrestlers just didn't care about stuff like that? Or do you reckon it was like, well, they know the referee knows the finish, So I can just do what I like. Maybe like almost a bit of a rib on the referee, like you can't call for the tap even though I just tapped. Like a mini rib. Oh. Oh, right on the butt. Missed the leg drop. Yeah, do feel free to let me know in the comments what you think of these two. I think Saturn was just eternally underrated as a performer. And not necessarily by the fans. I think a lot of fans are privy to how good Saturn was, but like he was never given like a big push in WCW. He was given like I think he was given a TV title run or something, but like nothing major. Uh he was given all the moppy nonsense in WWE, supposedly as a punishment for something. I can't remember the exact story. ECW, he was sort of a big-ish deal. I think he was like a tag champ, but again, nothing major. Like nothing major and long-lasting and consistent. But yeah, really, really good wrestler. Oh, okay, that nice. And Raven, yeah, I mean Raven, like just oh, okay, just a really good gimmick, if you ask me, and a really long-lasting and evolving. While never really changing too dramatically, he did obviously evolve to suit his environment and his opponents and stuff like that, his rivals. I loved him even as a kid, where I was like mainly only cheering the baby faces and booing the heels. I always loved Raven even as a kid. And Spasm Cell by Saturn. I hope it's a cell now that I've dismissed it as such. The referees checked on him and not called the match, but this is 1998, so who knows? Health and safety not exactly prevalent in the wrestling business in 1998, let's be honest. I mean, that's allowed, right? Should do that on every pin in Ravens rules matches, put your feet on the ropes, because it's allowed, right? Decent heat there for Raven, nice. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I always liked Raven even as a kid in WCW when I generally didn't like any heels. Loved his Ring of Honor feud with CM Punk. That was a lot of fun. And even as a kid slash teenager, I guess I always thought he was underused and dealt kind of like a rough hand in WWE. To be honest, I never watched OG ECW at the time, so I wasn't forming my opinion on Raven based on his reputation from ECW and his history in ECW, like a lot of people did back in these days. A lot of the original smart fans. I just liked him for his WCW stuff. And it's funny because he's such a dislikable character in terms of kayfabe that I'm surprised childhood me latched onto him like I did. Oh, look at them. There's some decent roundhouse kicks. Nice little back kick. Like, I'm not saying he was, like, laying them in as such. They were safe, but they were nice technique. As a former martial artiste, it was pretty nice technique in those kicks. But yeah, Raven managed to break through my childhood markdom, and the fact that he had quite a dislikable gimmick, and still made me like him. Oh, on the chair. It's been a decent match so far. Uh-oh. You don't want to set up a chair like that during a match with Raven Saturn. That's That's bad news bears, mate. You don't want to be standing up a chair. Oh, hey, the flock have finally realised the rules, have they? Oh, well, bye. Oh my god. That cell! Oh my god. Someone get that man an Oscar. Jesus. That was a cool ref bump, to be fair. Just yeeted him in the face. Normally, it's just like a clumsy, like, collision or something. That was like a full-on kick in the mush. That was really nice. And that cell sold it like he'd been tased. Oh, right on the corner of the steps. Brutal. Why do we need a ref bump in a no DQ match, by the way? It's not like there's anything the referee needs to be distracted from, is there? They're allowed to do all the same stuff now the referee's down as they were when the referee was up. It tickles me that, like, I guess if you only ever did ref bumps in matches with disqualifications, it would become a trope in itself. But it does seem somewhat unnecessary. Interesting gap between the tables here. Oh. He's just going to put himself through a table? Rather than putting himself directly through Raven and all the damage going to Raven. Did Saturn not notice that? Somehow Saturn managed to break neither of the tables as well. So Canyon's here. No, what the hell was that all about? Okay. I mean, okay. Oh. And this is going to be the finish. Nope. Oh, good false finish. I genuinely... And I think a lot of the fans believe that finish as well, because they were booing it like that's an unsatisfying finish, and then the kick out. Nice. Wow, Raven suddenly woke up. Here we go. Vintage Raven, as Michael Cole would call it if he had ever cared about Raven. That was genuinely a good false finish, because that felt like a WCW finish. Very much so. Bit fast there, Riggs. Uh-oh. Hook the neck. There it is. Nice. Death Valley Driver. Just think, John Cena looked at that move and thought, you know what would make that better? Not following it down and adding to the impact. No, he was never kicking out of the even flow. Come on, Brain. Be real. That was a good opener. So far, so good. Oh, I didn't predict it. I said at the start of the video I was going to predict it. I think... Okay, I'm not going to count this because it's easy said afterwards, but I think I would have predicted Raven, not because of any inkling, just because I'm a Raven fan, so I'd probably have gone with Raven. But I'm not going to count that. I'm going to try and predict from the next match. Whoops, my bad. I love the beach ball graphic, by the way. Look at this! Please show the whole cell. Look at this! Flatliner on Chur. Lovely move, the Death Valley Driver. Always been a big fan of the DVD. It's a superb finisher. I don't know who's the winner. Raven, mate. Watch the replay in case you missed it first time. There you go. He just pinned him. That's how you win a wrestling match, my dude. Eddie Guerrero in a hair versus hair match. Okay, I'm predicting Eddie Guerrero wins this because I remember Eddie Guerrero still having hair after this. Who's he against? I want an Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler shirt. I think I might have talked about this previously. Oh, you can buy him. Wacko. Bigging up Stevie Ray. I was going to say, to Mama, isn't that your sister? I suppose sister-in-law. Oh, I wonder if any of the ones you can buy nowadays have cheat to win on the back. This one doesn't have any images of the back, so I'm guessing not. Okay, we've got more flock representation. Lodi's back out. What's a TCB tour? Am I being stupid? Lodi had such a weird and such a easy, like, cushy job, didn't he? Whole time's up. Oh, Kidman and Hoovy. Ooh. Okay. I think the last show we watched was the one where Hoovy got unmasked, right? Was that the last WCW show we watched? I know we definitely watched it. Unless now I'm about to drop myself in it and say I did the watch along and then never edited and uploaded it or something daft, but I'm fairly sure I would have. So this could be a bit of a banger, couldn't it? Started off with a fun match, Raven and Saturn, and this has potential to be just as much fun. This is t-shirt era Kidman. See, my main recollection of Kidman is white vest and then jean shorts. He's got a baggy old t-shirt on. Is it a Raven shirt? Is it a Kidman shirt? Was it not merch at all and he's just wearing a random shirt? Hoovy versus Reese. Poor Hoovy having to work that. I mean, it is one of WCW's strengths back in this era was the lower card, the cruiserweight division and whatnot. Here we go. It's a classic. Oh, really? The first ever? No way. His dirtiest pair of clean jeans. Should that not be his cleanest pair of dirty jeans? Pretty grungy. Tony Schiavone with the modern, up-to-date references in 1998. The referee just saw him hit him. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, why are they being sneaky about it then? Or is that just the commentators trying to cover for it? Woohoo! The altitude. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong there, Brain. You're not wrong. Kicked his hat at him. Did Hoovy just get heat for kicking the hat? Oh, that was nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, that was a weird looking pin, but it's because it wasn't a pin. 'Twas but a choke. So he's only 23 here, so that makes him 48 now. Is Hoovy still going? Because that's not like old for a wrestler. But with someone with his style, that could catch up with you, I guess. Juventud Guerrera is a Mexican professional wrestler. There you go. Still going, apparently. Yep, 48, as I guessed. Cool. Uh-oh. Swing and a miss. Yeah, is the referee counting, or is this actually Raven's rules? I think it's Raven's rules, right? Although he was counting before. Yeah, he just waved his arm. Is he counting? So it's not Raven's rules if the referee's counting him out, right? As is traditional, some degree of confusion over what exactly the rules are in this WCW match. This is where he lives. I hope he pays rent. It's a big place. I mean, the referee didn't disqualify that either. Is it Raven's rules? I don't know. WCWA. It was like a sky high, wasn't it? Like an avalanche sky high. A blue DX shirt in the front row. When was there a blue DX shirt? Is that like a bootleg? Or was that like an official thing I never knew about? No, you can't quite see him at this angle. But near where Lodi's currently standing, when the camera changes to hard cam. There, look at, like, there's the Hawaiian shirt, And then there's a guy in a blue shirt, and that appears to have a DX logo on it. That's definitely a DX logo. Something happening in the audience that's distracting a lot of fans, all looking away from the ring. Oh. Ooh, almost. Oh. Yeah, anyone in the comments knows anything about that DX shirt? I'm just curious, really. Out. Whoa! Great camera work. I don't think that's a claim you can really make, to be honest, Tony. That was nice. Is that the finish? No. Oh, a running Northern Lights bridge suplex. That's nice. Suplex with a bridge, I should say. You don't normally see people sort of run into that. Oh! T-Bone Uranagi hybrid thing there. He sort of took him over the top, but also sort of turned with it. It was kind of both. Springboard Bulldog. Is Kidman using the shooting star press yet? I wouldn't mind seeing a shooting star press here. Nice bridge up. Oh! Good landing. Oh! Hoovy driver! Is that it? No! Oh yeah, it's spectacular finish versus spectacular finish here, isn't it? 450 versus SSP. I'm not going to be mad at seeing either of them, to be honest. That's fine by me. Oh, well, there's the Spinebuster setup. Seven-year itch, he calls it. That's a cool name, honestly. Oh, Hoovy moved. Seven-year itch feels like a reference that I like half get. But again, feel free to explain it in the comments if you fully get why it's called the 7-year itch. Oh my god. That looked like knees right in the ribs. Like, shoot. But we got to see both. So that's fun. Okay, good show so far. Two good openers. Well, one good opener and one good follow-up. You can only have one opener, I guess. But two good matches is what I'm trying to say here. Excuse me. Woo! I'm allergic to springboard moves to the outside. Are we not going to see the shooting star press attempt? Oh no, he hit that reasonably clean, I guess. From Mexico, south of the border. Did you have to say it like that, Brain? Probably. It's probably the Brain Heenan after all. K-Dog. Conan in the Wolfpack shirt. Did anyone benefit from the Wolfpack more than Conan? That's my question. Well, I'm glad we tuned in to listen to them discuss where he got his shirt. Worth it. So worth it. All right. Stevie Ray. Got that London look. If you know what I mean. Did you have to bump into Penza there, Stevie? Okay, so apparently Chavo Guerrero is pulling double duty on this show. So here's the first Chavo match of the night. Oh, so he's actually gone a bit nuts, has he? Interesting. So he's still wearing the Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler shirt. And he's got a super soaker and a rubber ring around his midsection with the... Looks like some sort of cat. Some sort of big cat. Here's Eddie. Eddie the Barber Guerrero. Oh, right. They're going to do them back to back. Little Trooper. You know what? Chavo's in some good shape, to be honest. You would know. Wait, so Chavo got a match with Goldberg, but Chris Jericho couldn't. The disrespect, man. What? What? Chavo submitted to a handshake. Oh, he's not as daft as he looks. I bet Stevie Ray felt so valued as part of this storyline. Well, I suppose technically it's a win on your resume there, Stevie Ray. Is Eddie Guerrero allowed to start the match with a pair of scissors in his hand? That feels slightly unfair. God. Don't tell the story, Brain. I don't know the story, but don't tell it. Not even in 1998. Okay, right. So we got that shenaniganery out the way. This should be a banger. Eddie and Chavo, give me that. Yeah, sign me up. So we got some nonsense out the way. Oh, I never did predict. Oh, I'm so okay. Eddie wins this. There you go. I'll do predictions now. What even was the last match? Oh, Kidman Hoovy. I don't know where I would have gone with that, but I didn't. So the point is, I'm now predicting this one. I just don't remember Eddie having shortened hair until he cut it on route to being WWE champion. So I think Eddie must win this. What? What is going on? Oh. Hello, Uncle. Oh, Eddie's not happy. Here we go. Now the match gets underway. They've done their mandatory character work. Okay, maybe they're not quite done with it yet. I'll say now the match can get underway. You know what? It's entertaining though. I love Bobby the Brain Heenan on commentary. Here we go. Right, we're off. Oh, that was snug. That dropkick just then looked a lot more friendly. One in the corner looked very stiff. Oh. Yeah, yeah, that should happen, mate. Yeah, that guy with the Goldberg shirt and the mullet in the front row being like, yeah, haircut gesture. It's like, yeah. Yes, his wife's going, yes, please. For the love of God, yes, please. Like, Eddie Guerrero's a wrestler. He's allowed to have, like, a mullet. It's 1998, my dude. You're about 15 years removed from when you should have had a mullet. Lil H. I don't remember them shaving Chavo's head, but I'm fairly certain they didn't shave Eddie's head. Maybe there's some sort of twist where neither gets the head shaved, because I really don't remember Chavo having his head shaved, but, you know. Oh, Eddie trying to make Chavo humble. A submission that actually looks painful. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow, really? I never knew that Eddie had lost a hair match before. Yeah, it's been pretty much all Eddie, hasn't it, this, since the shenanigans at the start. Oh, can you do commentator's curse with a 25-year delay? Ooh. Yeah, woo indeed. Oh. I mean, he didn't land on his head at all. He landed that roll quite nicely, but also quite. I've landed a roll that's looked perfectly fine, but sounded heavy like that. It hurts. Maybe he landed it better than the time I landed mine heavy, but that looked like that might have hurt a little bit. Hurt a wee bit. Uh-oh. Really, Brain? Oh. He's wiggling the cable there under the ring. Hornswoggle's about. Did Chavo forget to roll Eddie in or something then? Because Eddie kind of dived in and then stayed selling. Eddie recovered quick from being suplexed on the outside, just saying. Uh-oh. Super play. It's like a supple, but a super one. God's sake. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Exactly, Mike, tonight. Oh. That was a god-awful attempt at a frog splash. He got better at that over time. Wait, is Eddie going to try the Tornado DDT now? He does! Why would you not just win the match? I get it, heat and all that, but, you know, come on. Why are you portraying Eddie as a silly goose? Chavo just Undertaker sit up out of that frog splash. He's near the ropes there. Is that it? Yeah, what? Clearly, I mean, Chavo's actually never been in a hair match before. Also, never cut hair before because he pulled his scissors back. Oh. Joe's like, I'll cut your hair, ref. Bit of an anticlimactic finish, but a bit of a silly finish as well. Especially Eddie getting confused by it. I won? I don't think you can make that argument, Chavo. Give him a magazine to read. Oh. That might be the most unique finish to a hair versus hair match ever. Just shaves a line through his head. Well, I was right with my one and only prediction so far, but... This is quite the gimmick. Shave his armpit hair. I used to have a tail with a heckle. Oh my god. God's sake, brain. Oh. Stunned or just over it? Leave it just like that. Yeah, I really don't remember him having a shaved head. Very sad turn. Man gets haircut. Very sad turn of events. Gives himself haircut, no less. Chavo does not care, does he? He's having a great time. He's just left random bits on his head. Look at this technique on cutting hair. Draw the arm back. That's how you stab someone, not how you cut the hair. Little Nature's face. The Stinko Malenko feud. Has that stipulation ever actually been used to get out of a match before? Usually it's used to build intrigue, but this time there was actually contact. He now resides in Boogie Town. Does he now? Is it a bonus match? What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's some music. Oh. Okay. That's some managers, isn't it? Why did Kevin Nash decide to dress for a basketball game instead of wearing merch? Just out of curiosity. Okay, so Conan wins this one, right? Weird that with his sort of home-ish court advantage, that's some of the least I've heard Conan be over in his Wolfpack days. In terms of crowd reaction. So yeah, Conan, surely, right? And hopefully in short order as well. Ain't nobody needs this to be like a 15-minute match. This is fine going about 5 minutes. Just let Conan, you know, play the hits. Disco get a bit of heat, I guess, if he must. And then Conan come back and win. Mm. Roly-poly, yeah. Yeet! Here we go, playing the hits. We've had the X Factor type thing. We've had the roly-poly clothesline. Alex Wright's in some shape, honestly. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Sit down, Disco. Alex Wright is just still in the torture rack out there. Well, that went about 2 minutes, and that, you know what? I'm not mad that we lost 3 minutes on what I said. I'm good with that. 2 from 2. Good, fun, silly nonsense. I get it. Toilet break. Get Disco Inferno out there for the toilet break. Yeet! Oh, right in the mush. Nice. That'll do. Like I said, ain't no one needed that going 15 minutes. 2 was absolutely fine, to be honest. I said 5 being generous. Uh-oh. The Wolfpack aren't even in the back yet, and they've got the nWo proper coming out. Aren't those guys supposed to hate each other? Now they're just going to pass each other in the corridor. Behind the curtain. Big boy! Big boy! Big boy. Oh. Boy got pyro. So who's Giant taking on? Who's this? Oh. Paul White kicking off his career having the celebrity matches. Clearly. He's got a long and illustrious career of doing celebrity matches for WWE. Akabono, Floyd Mayweather. Sure, there's others, but they're the two that come to mind. But apparently, it all started here in WCW. Wow, that's quite a bit. That's like a whole human heavier. 160 pounds is like, what, nearly 12 stone? There's plenty of humans way less than that. Like, nope, bye. Oh. You should probably just keep the count going, fans. That's 6. Uh-oh. Oh. Big ol' elbow drop. Giant wins, surely, by the way. Actually, I could fully see them having Kevin Green win. But I'm going with the Giant. It's true. It's very impressive seeing Big Show, Giant, Paul White, whoever do a drop kick. That's a big boy. Chanting Goldberg. Is that the story here? The building to Goldberg Giant? It's 26 here. It's wild. Wait, so he's 51 now? Oh, he's actually older than I thought. By a few years. I'd have put him somewhere in his late 40s, I think. Oh, that's only been 6 days. Oh my god, wow, okay. What's he got in mind? Oh, he's gonna get headbutted. I thought he was winding up for like some big, super impressive slingshot or like buckshot lariat or something crazy. Like the way he was like lining himself up on the apron. But no, he just got headbutted. Wah wah. I don't really know what that means. Not a big American football guy. I'm guessing it's impressive since they've mentioned it about 37 times. Is he planning something big here? There we go. He's finally going to do something. Oh! That really looked quite good, actually. He actually threw the shoulder instead of just sort of flopping on him. That was a flop, though. Yeah, it's like a shoulder block, but with force in the shoulder. It was nice. Ooh! Ah. Uh-oh. There we go. Cool. I started to doubt myself as soon as I said that prediction, but I'm glad I stuck with it. 3 from 3. Yeah, baby. Would have been 4 from 4 at least if I'd remembered. Mate, I don't know who I would have picked in Kidman Hoovy. But at very worst, I'd be 4 from 5. But instead, I'm 3 from 3, so my percentage is better. Oh. Wow. That was actually somewhat insightful instead of when Conan was there and it was talking about his shirt. I hope this match does Hennig justice and he gets like a lot of offense in and stuff and makes Goldberg go long. Well, they really are just using Harlem Heat as like third wheels in feuds, aren't they? Huh. Oh. Go on, Dino. Jericho was great in WCW though, honestly. And this feud was just like really fun. Really good. Well, he actually pulled some hair out. Nice. Give it to me. Is that gimmicked hair or did he pull some hair out? Like, did Jericho intentionally wear a couple of extensions or is that like... I assume that's not real. It's commitment if Jericho agreed to that. Ah, coming out to his WWE music. Shame on you, network. Shame. Do magic. Ever. Jojo. Jojo. Who is it? This is gonna be great. Local boy. Look at that tan. Oh my god. Not wrestled in 6 months because he's just been lying on a beach for that entire time. Stupid hat's the one he said. That is a hell of a tan, Ray. Oh my god. He's got that Hogan tan going on. It's like he's made of leather. Good grief. Can't get over that. Well, there's that knee. So is this Ray's first of, you know, his cajillion knee surgeries? That he's mentioned once or twice. He does look tanned, I'll give you that. And he does look in good shape, too. Not denying that bit. Oh. Sort of worked. Ray and Jericho. Yes, what a match. Do I predict Ray to win here? I don't know. I feel like you don't want to chop the legs out from under Jericho in the momentum in the feud with Malenko, but bringing Ray back just to lose seems strange. Oh, this is a tricky one. This is the most dilemma I've had about a prediction so far. I'm going to go with Ray. I'm going to go with Ray. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Jericho won. But the question is, does Jericho Malenko still need the title at this point? Because they've, you know, stepped up to that personal level. Don't actually need the belt anymore, do they? Did they ever actually officially confirm it was no DQ? Where's Jericho going? Okay, so it is officially no disqualification, is it? Not on the sandcastle. A Hurricane Rana on the sand. Love to see it. Love to see it. Ooh. That's no fun. Ooh. Alright, calm down, brain. Wow. Big power slam. Avalanche power slam. Yeah, good call, Tony Schiavone. Good call. Seen loads of chairs. Look at everyone at ringside. They're all sat on them. Oh. That would have hurt even if his knee had been there, though. Oh. A knee for a knee. Yeah, I remember when Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff did a drop kick to Macho Man Randy Savage. I remember every Hulk Hogan drop kick vividly. You know, that didn't quite come off, but it actually looked like a genuine counter, like as opposed to two guys working together. It came off well for not working properly. in a weird way. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty confident in my prediction of Ray now. Yep, there it is. Got him. His leg's okay now. Kind of. Oh. Little cameo by Arn Anderson. Surprised they didn't hold him up at gunpoint. Yeah, I was going to say, can we pay attention to the guy who just won a championship? There we go. I'm doing well with these predictions. 4 from 4 that I actually made. Nice. Yeah, it makes sense. Malenko Jericho at this stage did not need the title belt involved. They could just have a feud. So you can, like, double up your stuff. You can have Ray defending the title, and you can have Jericho and Malenko. Or you can stick them in a triple threat, I guess, but nah. I would split it, personally. Come back to Jericho Ray once the Jericho Malenko feud's over. And I genuinely don't remember how it plays out, but that's how I would have done it. They're fighting. I know what's happened. They're fighting. More nWo. nWo. Oh, it's Bret Hart. Oh, yeah, he's in WCW at this point. I forget, because they did so very little with the biggest acquisition ever. It's crazy how little they did. Nope. Bret Hart and Booker T. Okay. Okay. Not angry at that. So this is an interesting one to predict. So Booker T's the TV champion here, right? Yeah. I don't recall Bret Hart ever being TV champion, but is this even for the title? If this is for the title, I feel like it's a fairly easy predict. But if it's non-title. Right, referee, hold it up. Yep. I don't recall Bret Hart ever being TV champion, so I've got to go Booker T here. Foreshadowing. They say so much experience on his side, but Booker T's been around 9-10 years at this point, right? Bret Hart's probably only on 15 tops. So yeah, there's more experience, but it's not exactly veteran versus rookie, is it? At the top level, like World Championship level, yeah, maybe. Like, Booker T has not reached that level yet at this point, but Bret Hart's obviously been WWF champion, but... That was quite the wild miss. Oh, dear. How did Booker T and Bret Hart work together to botch a snapmare? That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, bye, Felicia. Get some skin. Kid really cared for Booker T, though. He's like, oh no, you okay, Buck? And his mum was like, no, don't care. Don't care for him. He knew what he was doing getting into this fight. Yeah, I feel like this could be like a really fun match. Like, it's already been pretty good, but like, you know, I feel like it could build and develop into a really good match. It's Bret Hart and Booker T. Like, I am not the world's hugest Booker T fan. His his limb movement that reminds me of a spider on an ice rink irritates me. And he does moves and then like all of his limbs flail. But that's like a me issue, having an issue with that. I acknowledge that he's a very good wrestler and like, you know, very accomplished and whatnot. But there's just something that turns me off him. And it's the limb flailing. However, looking at this objectively, this is Bret Hart and Booker T. Like, yeah, this should be really good. Oh, Heartamania running wild. I'm fairly sure Booker T must win this, right? Unless there's a gap in my memory. And I wouldn't be surprised because this whole show is kind of a gap in my memory. But there's a major gap in my memory if I don't recall Bret Hart ever being TV champion, and he was. I was when the entrances were happening. I was waiting to see what Booker T was carrying because if he was United States champion, I'm pretty sure Bret Hart won that title, so I would have been much less certain and probably would have bet on Bret Hart here. But now that I see it's the TV title, I think I've I've got to stick with my bet of Booker T. But I love that Brain, as much as he's right, is like trying to tutor Bret Hart on how to wrestle. I wonder if Bret Hart ever considered like fading the pink on his outfit when he's in the NWO to either just black and white or black, grey and white. Because A, it would thematically fit with the group, but B, it would also, I think, be quite a good heat generator because people love the pink and black of Bret Hart, right? Do love the whole Booker T aesthetic, like the tights and whatnot in this era. It's a great look, isn't it? Nothing cooler in the late 90s than flames. Like flames on everything. And Booker T just epitomizes that with those tights, doesn't he? I mean, he did. Boom! Rope break. Yep. Yeah, could tell by A, where Bret Hart positioned himself. Very well done, by the way. But also, the classic. The classic of, hook in the near leg. Well, I was right. Booker T won by DQ. I could see it being a janky finish. I was going to say something about that, like maybe Bret Hart could win on a janky finish, but... Yeah, I didn't think Bret Hart ever won the TV title. Someone sort out the microphone that's like right next to that bell, please. Oh no, I've just realised. They're going to keep going. Yeah. WCW's wonderful habit of just keep ringing the bell like that ever did anything. Like the heel ever went, oh, the ringing the bell, that means I should stop. I should stop now. Like, it's never happened. Stop ringing the bell, ref. What is that doing? Where's Stevie Ray? Like, he had no match earlier. And they're still a tag team at this point, aren't they? Giving the ref the finger. For goodness sake, Shaky Jake, where is Stevie Ray, honestly? Like, plot holes, hello? Yeah, yeah, Stevie Ray was just here. Oh, is that part of the story, I guess? Oh, is there issues in Harlem Heat? Fair enough. Then there's no plot hole. That is the plot. I take it back, WCW. My apologies to Eric Bischoff. Is this where the actual official turn happens? Is that coming out in the white pants? Dunno. Just some dude. Just some dude walking down the ramp. Oh wait, no, it is someone. Or is it the doctor? So they've not done the turn yet. But obviously, I know about Stevie Ray ended up in the NWO and whatnot. So, was Stevie Ray recruited to the NWO by Bret Hart? Because I don't remember that. Oh, hello. Poor Scott Hall just being fed to Goldberg as a warm-up match. Scott Hall deserved better. I'm not saying Scott Hall should necessarily have beat the streak, but his own program instead of just being like a warm-up for Hogan. But pretty huge moment. Where do you guys stand? If you're still watching, let me know in the comments. Let's get some interaction going. Where do you guys stand on the whole debate of doing this on a Nitro was a mistake? Like, some people are like, come on, you could have sold so many pay-per-views on the back of this. And then other people are like, no, it was the perfect location. And, you know, the attendance record was worth it. And I assume they did a really good rating and whatnot. Where do you stand on that being a mistake or not? And like, you know, it's a sliding scale. It doesn't have to be a binary yes or no. It can be a. I don't think it really mattered. Would be sort of slap bang in the middle. They probably should have done it on pay per view. It was fine. Or then you could like have real strong feelings about it. You know, yeah, it's one of the worst business decisions ever, or one of the best business decisions ever. Let me know what you think. There he is. Of the world! God, Goldberg getting CM Punk to going on as champ before the main event. Okay, so Goldberg. I'm gonna predict Goldberg. Does that even count? Am I even allowed to make predictions on Goldberg matches? Like, especially pre-streak ending. And he didn't lose a whole lot after the streak ended, but, like... Whatever, I'm doing it. This is my prediction. I'm undefeated in predictions so far. I wish I'd remembered, because I wish I could go back and not know the result and predict Kidman and Hoovy to know whether I'd be perfect or not, because I know I would have picked Raven. 6'3"? Was Kurt Hennig really 6'3"? Never came across that big, but he was in the real giant era, wasn't he? Of wrestling. Oh, he botched the gum spit and flick. He still caught it, like, but I hope, I really hope this isn't a Goldberg squash. I really hope this goes some time. Hennig was even talking about how his strategy is to take him into the deep waters, use his endless stamina when Goldberg only really has short matches. And I hope they actually play that out. I have a horrible feeling this is going to be like couple of minutes spear jackhammer go home. I have a horrible feeling that's what they're going to do. But I will say, Hennig deserves more than that. Does suit him well, doesn't it, that belt? Like, immediately, just looks right on him. He's been headbutting a wall backstage as he or a door or something. Well, an absolute head the ball. Or head the wall, I guess. Talk about, like, believing your own hype a bit much. Thinks he's harder than doors. That's the most awkward way I've ever heard the jackhammer described, Michael Buffer. What an idiot. He used to do it when he was playing football as well. What an idiot. By the way, we started the show with Saturn and I talked about how disconcerting Saturn is with her. You ever seen Goldberg with her? Wow. Get Hennig. I love Hennig. I've always been a massive Hennig fan. Again, I can't remember if I liked him as a kid. Like, if he transcended the face heel thing for me. But ever since I've known anything about wrestling, I've always loved Hennig. Like, just the work he puts in to make his opponent look like $1,000,000. But also manages to still look fine himself as well. Like, maybe not here. I don't know how giving Goldberg's going to really be here. Isn't that supposed to go into a leg lock, though? Where's Hennig on your... Let me know in the comments. Where's Hennig on your rankings of, you know, never world champion asterisk? Because I think he was in AWA, right? But like real world champion, you know, WWF, WCW. Where is he in that all-time list in terms of the greatest greatest wrestlers to never hold either world title? Because he's one of the names, right, that gets brought up. It's generally speaking Hennig, Piper, Scott Hall, Jake Roberts, and Owen Hart. Are they the five? Are they the five that we generally agree on, or have I missed someone? But yeah, what's your sort of opinion on that? We know he doesn't win here. But at least he's getting some offense, which is all I asked for. I don't remember the match, and I'm glad he's getting offense. I wonder if Kurt Hennig's just, like, really good and taking the fight to Goldberg. How about we just give him his due? We love a Goldberg chant. Never gets old. He didn't even have his shoulders down for any of that. There we go. Well, you had your moment. At least you got some offense in, Kurt. Is this it? Is it just going to be Spear Jackhammer, or are we going to have some shenanigans? Come on, nWo, where are you? Guess the nWo don't care about Kurt. Well, he got some offense in. That's all I asked. 5 from 5. That was a foregone conclusion, admittedly, but still. Predictions going well for a show from 25 years ago. Don't know who wins the main event. Do we just go Hogan wins, lol? Yeah, I'm gonna just predict Hogan and Rodman. I could see them do a send them home happy. But I think it's more likely that Hogan wins, lol, isn't it? Let's be honest. Assuming that's the next match, there's not like another match in between. Wasn't even really a clothesline, that. It was more like a running STO, wasn't it? Oof. Doesn't look like a fun bump. The jackhammer. As long as he wants to be, he'd still be champ now if that was true. Okay, yeah, so it is the tag match next. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Hogan. Hogan and Rodman to win. I don't know anything about basketball particularly. But I assume at the time Karl Malone was like almost on the scale of Dennis Rodman in terms of star power, but Dennis Rodman just feels like a bigger deal, right? I don't know if that's hindsight with like Karl Malone was probably as big a deal in basketball, but Dennis Rodman transcended basketball, like, you know. Yeah, they talk about the production quality being the best in the world. I'm sorry, WWE have always had WCW's number. And just everyone's number, to be honest, in terms of wrestling, for video packages. Crazy quality. Makes that look amateurish, whereas I think if you didn't have WWF at the time to compare it to, it'd look fine. Ready! Just in case you weren't sure if you were synced anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Classic. Used to feel like such a big deal, the Michael Buffer intro. It was such a nice touch. But yeah, prediction, Hogan, Rodman. They win. You just say, look at the head on that. Wow. Focusing on that. Wild. Wild. Focusing on a big cardboard cutout of Hogan with the WWF title. And they zoomed in on that and then stayed on it for a bit. And there we go. We got there. He knows how to inflict pain, says Michael Buffer. Thank you for that amazing intro. Sometimes they fall a bit short. Every so often, some sounds a bit underwhelming. That was one of them. He knows how to win and how to inflict pain. Yeah, the no killer bees. Yeah, as much as a kid I'd have loved for DDP to win here, I just don't think. I don't think that's on the cards here, is it? I love how someone made their sign not realizing they'd be holding it up on Sunday. Two men, that's it. That's the intro. What? Well, they sort of came in synergy there at the end. At first, they weren't. Well. Oh. Shut up, Michael Buffer. Don't say my name, says Karl Malone. Really? Is that a thing? He's in shape. Look at that boy. Big boy. I don't remember this match. I don't remember if it's like WCW was always criticized for their main events not delivering like WWF's main events did and like WCW's undercard did. You throw two non-wrestlers in. Hogan's not exactly the most technical wrestler of all time, and neither's DDP, to be honest. This could be like really pants. Or because of like the spectacle of it, could be really good. Like a lot of Hogan's best stuff, like way past his prime Andre, Ultimate Warrior, the first one, not the WCW one. Like a lot of Hogan's best stuff comes against people that you don't expect a great match of either. So I'm not saying DDP is one of those guys, because DDP Savage is just like one of my favorite all-time feuds, honestly. But I'm just saying, like, with Hogan and two non-wrestlers in here, this could be like weird, unexpected Hogan magic, or it could just be absolute garbage. We're about to find out, but I'm still going with Hogan and Rodman to win. You might want to take your sunglasses off, though. Oh yeah, let the two non-wrestlers start. What could possibly go wrong? Is he going to take his glasses off? Oh. It's cool until he gets punched in the face and glass goes in his eyes. Hogan taking his bandana off already. His, those, earrings are a big risk, aren't they? You don't see a lot of wrestlers with big hoop earrings for some reason. Can't think why. Okay. Here we go. Look how fast he can run away. Yeah, they've done several laps. There we go. Like, yeah, I get what they're doing. The drawing the heat. I get it. I get it all. I'm just like, at the same time, I'm just like, come on, let's get the match underway. Like, properly. Okay. Now I'm guessing DDP is going to tag in. Hogan selling the pose. It's weird that they made Karl Malone, like, basically DDP light. Like, he does all of DDP's mannerisms. Does the diamond cutter, wears DDP's shirt, wears the same pants, does the little lean back in the corner thing. Like, I get team synergy, but you don't just want to be like DDP from Wish, you know, at the same time. But there should still be a rope break, I'm pretty sure, there. Like, I'm pretty sure that's still a rope break, right? Why didn't he want to fight Hogan? Oh, yeah. That's how you build up your world title contender. Have a basketball player flatten him with someone else's finisher. Pulled the hair. Well, that was rude. Oh, having a flare struck from Hogan on the outside. What in the hell is going on? Is that a tag? He slapped his booty. Is that a tag? Referee didn't see it. Well. Oh my god. They clash heads then? Is that a story? I can't tell if this is clumsy or getting a little bit niggly, like a little bit shooty. Rodman's like, maybe it's like, I can't tell if Rodman's getting a bit of ego about this and DDP's not letting him have anything. Or is it just really clumsy? Is Rodman just rubbish? Is that what we're learning here? Is he just a bit rubbish? Pull my hair. Are we supposed to believe that Malone's stronger than Hogan? TDB shoving Charles Robinson. What's wrong with the throat, huh? Greco-Roman throat hold. You can definitely see and hear Hollywood Hogan. I agree. I agree with that statement. Oh dear. Here we go. Excuse me? Do you want to rephrase that one, Bobby? Okay, that wasn't as abysmal now. I can't tell if that was DDP sandbagging Rodman or just Rodman being off on his timing. Let me know in the comments. What was the deal with that opening bit with Rodman and DDP? Has anyone ever spoken about it? We love a rest hold heavy match. And do you see what I mean about WCW didn't always deliver the most exciting main events? Like the name value and stuff would be like spectacular, and then the matches would always be like a bit sluggish to say the least. The leverage. What the hell? That was what? That was a weird spot. Who are you? That's a well nice hat. Can I buy that hat somewhere? I want that hat. Not specifically hers, but like, you know, one of that style of hat. The DDP baseball cap. That's nice. Whoa. Since when, DDP? Honestly, since when? Oh god, bye, Felicia. I think DDP is half a step off in this match, because it's looking awkward with him and Hogan as well, and it's only DDP interactions that are looking awkward. I feel like it'll be a bit of a deeper dive than this, but I'm just going to try while this match is slugging away. Slogging away. I'm just going to try DDP base ball cap. I can get a DDP yoga one. Yeah, nothing is immediately showing up as looking like that particular hat. Oh, that's a shame. It's not a bit more easy to find. Oh, what did I miss? Someone goofed something. We've got a you effed up chant going on from the crowd. I'm turning on the match because it's pretty dull. I'm here Googling a baseball cap. Oh, good grief. was quite the sell. The old eyes along the ropes. Or along the rope. Singular. No, Rodman, you're legal. You've already been tagged in once, my dude. Get in. That's it. That's all he did. He came in, did the double team, forgot he'd tagged in, came in, and then dragged DDP over to the corner and tagged out. Didn't actually do any offense of his own. Get some. This has been quite uninspiring so far, hasn't it? Not that I was expecting, like, a match of the century candidate or anything, but it's a bit dull, if we're being honest, isn't it? Yep. Real basic. They're really going to do the hot tag with Malone and Rodman as the legal men? Karl Malone's trying to get the fans invested, and the fans have fallen asleep, if we're being honest. They even managed to botch the fake tag spot. And the crowd goes mild. Whole show's been good up until this as well. And then this is just a slog. The master of what? Okay, at least they're doing the hot tag with Hogan in. Oh! Sit down. We might have only seen 3 clotheslines and 2 body slams since this tag, but this has been the most exciting this match has been. Hogan did one more for good luck. Oh, a big boot. Tells the fans it's time for the diamond cutter. Leaves the ring. Oh, there we go. No attempt at diamond cutter, but there it is. Right, so Rodman breaks this up, right? Ref, count the pin already, my dude. Did he just hit a diamond cutter on DDP? A terrible one. Yeah. Well, I got the prediction right, and I think I predicted it was going to be a boring slog as well. I guess I was right about that as well. Well, the show was good until the main event. I think is a pretty accurate review for a lot of WCW, to be honest. Oh, that was a good shot. I don't know what it was that got thrown in. Was that an egg? Oh, God. All right, then. Why not? Because that's an innocent man. So what's the story with Rodman and his obsession with his bandana as well? He was not for that coming off. He had a bad hair day. Oh, Steiner, Vincent, Hennig. Hennig's fine with losing the world title match now. Scott Hall's there. Goldberg's next. Move out the way, Hennig. Hogan's coming back for that title. You just steal some kid's toy. Well, that show was mostly good. Like, honestly. My predictions were on point, weren't they? DDP and Karl Malone celebrating that loss. You love to see it. Walking like an Egyptian for some reason. Janky ending. DDP, ironically, doesn't know how to take a diamond cutter. Referee turned his head, was like, oh wait, too early. Turns his head again, somehow doesn't see that massive man sliding out the ring. Robinson took a way better diamond cutter than DDP did. For life. Are we done? I'm very happy that we get to be bookended by you lot talking to the camera. How to finish a show. Oh, I noticed Bret Hart wasn't there for the celebration. There you go, there's the next watch along then, I guess. Cool. Alright, so leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new here. I try and do as many of these as I possibly can. Watch-alongs of old shows. Next one, all being well, is only in a couple of days. It's going to be a 10-year anniversary of the show. Money in the Bank 2013. And I genuinely remember nothing about that show. So that'll be fun, even though it's only 10 years ago. So yeah. We've got some 1993 WCW this month. We've got some 98 WWF. Some 2003 WWE. There's lots of fun stuff coming up. So yeah, sub for more of that goody goodness. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA. You've been amazing. And I will see you next time.